Why do girls like to have sex in the dark? Are there many girls who have this problem? Their husbands seem to have a quirk. Every time they have sex, they have to turn on the lights and ask the girls to take off their clothes for him to see. He touches and watches, and he quickly gets into the mood, but the girl is so embarrassed that she can dig out a three-bedroom and one living room with her toes. She feels uncomfortable all over and sometimes even has no mood to continue. In fact, many couples have had disagreements over whether to turn on or off the lights during sex. So, when having sex, should we turn on or off the lights? Let's talk about it today. Let's talk about why men like to turn on the lights during sex. My dears, do you know? Visual stimulation is very important for stimulating men's sexual emotions. In our brains, there are several pairs of nerves that are closely connected to the eyes. Through visual stimulation, the sexual nerve center can be excited. Logically speaking, this reaction mechanism exists in both men and women, but the problem is that women have a stronger desire for contact than men, so they enjoy the feeling of caressing more, while men rely more on visual perception. For example, the wife's eyes, expressions, exposed body, breasts, private parts, etc. These visual stimuli can be like a fire, instantly igniting men's strong sexual desire. Why do girls like to turn off the lights when making love? Generally speaking, women like to turn off the lights when making love, mainly because women are particularly sensitive to tactile stimulation and they love caressing too much. In a dark environment, they can feel the caress of each other more attentively. Moreover, some girls are shy and they will feel embarrassed to do such private things under the lights. They feel like they are being examined and feel uncomfortable all over. At this time, turning off the lights is like putting on a layer of invisibility cloak for yourself, and you can feel a lot more at ease. So what are the benefits of turning on and off the lights? Let's talk about turning on the lights first. From the perspective of a couple's relationship, sex with the lights on indicates that the relationship between the couple is more open and accessible, and the two are more consistent in their sexual concepts. Sex with the lights on can make the emotions of each other blend more closely. For the man, seeing his partner's appearance under the light is a great help to increase sexual desire. Moreover, under the light, both parties can better explore and improve their sexual skills. In terms of the needs of love, when the man is making love, the woman's needs can be more intuitively shown through her expression and reaction, so the man can understand and satisfy them in time. For the woman, sex with the lights on can also be a catalyst to improve the satisfaction of love. The man's focused eyes and passionate movements under the light can make the woman feel loved and appreciated, making the sex experience more wonderful. Let's talk about sex with the lights off. If the relationship is still in the early stages, or one of the parties is particularly sensitive to sex, they may choose to have sex with the lights off. There is another situation when the relationship between lovers gradually becomes indifferent from the initial intimacy. They may choose to turn off the lights during sex, because at this time, they may just want to satisfy their physiological needs, and the emotional component is relatively less. However, some couples will occasionally turn off the lights and make love in the dark, which is purely to add interest. From the perspective of the development process of the intimate relationship between lovers, long-term love with the lights off may reflect the passivity and sluggishness of the relationship. If it continues like this, it will definitely affect the development of the intimate relationship. For example, the two may lack communication and emotional exchange more and become more and more unfamiliar with each other's bodies and preferences. So, is it better to turn on or off the lights when making love? In fact, there is no absolute standard answer to this matter. The couple can communicate and slowly find a way to make each other comfortable. Girls should not be too stubborn on this issue. You know, making love is like a duet, which requires cooperation from both parties. Just like the foreplay before love and the tenderness after love, men may not have as strong needs for these links as women. The well-educated husband will not ignore his wife's feelings because his needs are not high. Because the greatest success of lovemaking is to satisfy both you and your partner. If your wife is not very receptive to having sex with the lights on at first, don't worry. You can turn the lights down to the darkest, or use romantic candlelight instead of ordinary lights. After a while, when your wife has gradually adapted, gradually turn the lights up a little. Please note that the light should be warm and soft, but not too bright, otherwise there will be no intoxicating atmosphere. Imagine that under the soft light, the figures of two people are intertwined, Isn't it special? In short, you can give full play to your imagination and change the environment of love making from time to time so that you can add a lot of freshness to sex. Some people may say that having sex in the dark will give people a warm and mysterious feeling and can also reduce the psychological burden of lovemaking. This is indeed true, but if the whole process is in the dark, both parties will miss a lot of fun. For example, if you can't see the intoxicated expression and affectionate eyes of the other party, the transmission of that kind of emotion will be greatly reduced. Therefore, modern sexologists have given a great suggestion. Both parties can turn off the lights during foreplay. Because during the foreplay stage, everyone may still be a little shy and can't let go. Darkness can make people more relaxed, focus on the feeling brought by touch, and better arouse sexual desire. When the sexual desire of both parties is fully ignited and there are fewer concerns in the heart, it is best to turn on the lights for sex. In this way, you can enjoy the relaxation brought by darkness and feel each other's love under the light, making the sexual experience richer. My dears, the key to the topic of turning on or off the lights during sex lies in the communication and understanding between the couple. Everyone has different feelings and preferences for sex. Only by respecting and communicating with each other can we find the most suitable way for each other and make every intimate contact full of love and happiness. Well, today's sharing on this super private topic is here. I hope it will be helpful to everyone.